Hey, you! Give me your money.
Yeah, punk.
Yeah, punk.
Yeah, punk. Buddy, kill him.
Okay.
Buddy's a failure. Darth Vader, kill him.
Okay.
Who are you? No, it can't be. No, my eyes deceive me. What is this trickery? It can't be you. It's Sylvester Stallone.
Boom, boom, boom. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out Rocky Balboa, the 2006 Rocky movie, the Rocky movie that's like the Rambo movie, the fourth Rambo movie, the Rocky movie that Sylvester Stallone comes back to in like 15 years after the fifth movie or something like that. And let me tell you, I am so excited for this movie. My expectations for this movie are off the charts for some reason. I've heard that this movie is really good, and it's a really good send-off for the Rocky franchise. I know that Creed and Creed 2 are still part of the Rocky franchise, but Rocky isn't the main character in those ones. And I will be watching Creed and Creed 2, but right now we are on Rocky, and this is the last movie featuring Rocky as the main character, and I am excited. I am so sad that this is the last one, though, because Rocky has become one of my favorite cinema protagonists that I've ever seen. The 6 movies now, the 5 movies that I've seen, and then the 6th one that I'm going to be watching today, so far at least, have been amazing. They've been so emotional. They have like made me want to fight like a demon or something, you know, whenever those montages hit. Even the worst of them, which I thought was 5, was still enjoyable. And so like this franchise has just been amazing, and I can't imagine like living and growing up with these characters, growing up with these movies, and how much these movies must mean to some people. So I am really excited to be getting into the last one today, and I'm really hoping, and I've heard that it is going to be a really good send-off to this Rocky character. Now, I don't really know anything about what's going to happen in this movie. I'm assuming Rocky is going to come back to fight one more time. I mean, the poster that YouTube Movies gives me, which I'm kind of upset about, is that Rocky is punching some guy in the stomach. So I'm assuming that he's going to fight someone. I wish that they didn't use this poster, because the poster that I know is the one where Rocky is like jogging and he has like one arm up or something, and then it says like Rocky Balboa in like big black text, and you have no idea what's going to happen in the movie through that. You just see like him in his jumpsuit with an arm up. But in this one, I can see him fighting, so I'm assuming he's going to come back to fighting. Before I saw this poster, I thought maybe he was going to be training someone like in Creed or in Rocky 5, but it looks like he's coming back to fight in this one. He's going to be old though, so I'm a little nervous for him. I'm a little nervous. I'm also excited to see Adrian. I'm hoping she's in it, Rocky's kid. As much as I thought Rocky's kid was probably the weakest part of Rocky 5, I would like to see him again in this one. But yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm really pumped to just get into this movie. Before we get into this movie though, let me do the lighting, and you already know what the color is going to be, but let me turn on the light and then the color can appear. Boop. Nice. Okay, we already know what color it's going to be. It is going to be red. The red has been the color of all the movies, and I think I'm going to change the color for Creed because it's sort of a different series, but for Rocky, gonna go red. Gonna make it nostalgic for myself. You know, if I went a different color and this movie's super nostalgic, it wouldn't be as nostalgic, because red is the color I associate with the lighting with the Rocky movies now, because I've been watching them with red lighting. So I'm just so excited to watch this movie. Before we get into this reaction though, if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon, where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to movies that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, I think it is time. Ring the bells. It's time to win, Rocky, win. Ring the bells. Bill Conti's score is going to be coming back for this final installment of the Rocky franchise, and I am so excited. I'm ready to punch the air, put my fists in the air, scream with joy, and cry with sadness. Hopefully that all happens in this movie. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Rocky Balboa. Rocky. Sylvester Stallone. Oh, the title. Boom, 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 boom. Boom! Ow! That was a good hit.
Does nothing to hide its anger over this latest debacle. Fans are mad at
They don't like Dixon?
Us with his passion.
Take it back.
Oh, and we got Frank Stallone's song. Oh, this is so good already. I'm kind of concerned. I haven't seen Talia Shire's name yet. Is she not here? Oh my god, she's dead, isn't she? She's so dead, isn't she? The turtles. I don't want Adrian to be dead. This better be a fake out. They better be divorced or something. Bill Conti's back. I'm so excited. No! You no no. You don't. Polly's still here though. At least I like Polly.
All right.
You know, the kid gets a little busy sometimes.
You don't get that busy.
Well, let's not talk about it here, okay? You're coming.
This movie can't do this to me right now. It's the start of the movie. Why is Stallone gonna do Adrian like this? Come on. I wanted to see her one last time.
Hold this. I don't give a damn who your father is. You understand me? Yeah. All right.
You're fired, Robert. Get out of here, Robert. Go home. Sorry, I don't want to be that rude.
Which isn't a bad thing, is it?
Well, I get a roll.
Hey, look, grab a shot, will you, please? May not get this chance again. Us old war horses have got to stick together.
Oh my god.
The old horses. Yeah.
This guy is taking away the moment from his son. I hate this guy.
I'll change my plans for tonight.
Well, that'd be great. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Okay.
The most awkward hug in history.
Use an eraser and get rid of all of them.
Still got the jokes. He's like, still got the jokes. It must be hard. Like, Robert's life must be pretty hard. He is living under a really big shadow. Someone who's not just famous, but also really admired and loved.
Not a problem.
So it sounds like he actually has a restaurant. That's awesome if he does. Oh. Oh. He...
Could be born very strong.
Okay.
Yeah, really. Yo, how you doing, Spider?
God bless you.
He
Thanks.
was in one of the first Rocky movies, right? Spider Rico? That's a very familiar name. I know I only watched it like 5 weeks ago, but I'm not very good with names.
Yeah.
Salud.
Salud.
Is Robert at the wrong crowd? Robert? Is this you, Robert? Go hang out with Rocky. No, this is the fighter. Okay, never mind. This is... What's his name? Dickie? Or something like that? Oh, Dixon. I was close. I was close.
Hello, Adrian's. Yeah? Tell him you can't make it. Yeah, I'll give him the message.
I knew Robert was gonna scam Rocky like that. Come on. Come on, Robert. Come on. Is it the pet store? Is this the pet store? We're visiting all the old locations. We did this in 5, but I'm okay with it again. And he said, he was like, come in, come in.
She did.
She really did. Polly, shut up.
This ice rink down.
Come on.
You heard me. I'm happy they tore it apart.
He's visiting all of their old, like, date locations.
Good night.
You have a body, so you better develop your brain. Never got chance though because you're left-handed.
Absolutely.
Come on, Rock, let's go.
Phil Conte actually killing me at the moment.
You had the good times. I treated her bad. I don't have to think about this.
She always loved you, Paulie.
Sorry, Rocco. I can't do this no more.
I do understand where Polly's coming from, though. His relationship with Adrian was very different than Rocky's relationship. I like the addition of arcade. I would go there and play some Pac-Man if they had it.
I read about your wife's passing a few years back.
Yeah, it was a woman cancer.
Yeah. I always heard she was a nice person.
Yeah.
The best. Literally the best, yeah.
We did?
When I was a kid, you walked me home,
I did?
told me to stop smoking and things.
Oh my god! No!
Are you little Marie that used to hang out at that atomic hoagie?
No!
Yeah, now I remember I walked you home.
No!
And
I
got
remember
there,
that conversation
and
was
said,
so good.
Screw you.
And I was like, that was like the moment when I was like, Sylvester Stallone's like, Rocky's actually just a genuinely nice person.
Well, then give him his drink then. I ain't stopping you. What's that, your man or something? No, I don't.
Can you punch this girl in the face, please, Rocky? Just one punch and she's out of here.
Hey, Plax. Would you need a lift?
Yeah, I'm so glad she's back.
You ever get married?
I didn't expect this and it's awesome.
Yeah, just like that.
Are you sort of have any kids?
Look at the lighting in this
Yeah, I got
movie,
one
guys.
kid.
It's just natural lighting, a lot of natural lighting, but it's beautiful, beautifully lit.
Come over here. Get your head kicked in around here. You punch-drunk, goofy
You ain't
bastard.
no shot. Look at you.
Run them over with your car.
What are you doing? Don't get out. It's all right.
No, little Marie. It ain't all right.
Ah, yes, here we go. I wanted this. I was like, the bigger man would walk away, but I want Rocky to beat them up.
I'm sorry. Good job.
Oh, he didn't beat them up. Scare tactic. Nice, though. I like it. He's always protecting the people he cares about. And even though he hasn't seen her in so long, he still cares about her because he's literally the most genuinely nice person I've ever seen in movies.
I see you still got your key.
Yeah, I got a key. You got time to talk?
The key to my heart.
It was nice, good memories. And I heard these buildings like, I don't know, like 100, 150 years old.
Always trying to see the
I mean,
good.
I was 150 years
Always trying to see the good.
Yeah,
His father was from Jamaica.
Jamaican, European.
European.
Hitting on you when you're too damn tired to breathe. You find that situation on you, that's good. Because that's baptism under fire.
Yeah. I like what this trainer's saying. He's actually good. He's hyping me up.
Self-respect. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
This guy doesn't even seem bad. That's the thing.
Glad you just didn't ask me to cook.
Ah, Savenya. Yes, sir. Robert can literally move to another country at this point. That's how much I hate him.
This trash they talking about you, man.
What you talking about?
Come on, man. Come check this out. Hurry up. Tonight.
I feel like this guy's actually pretty nice. I think maybe he just surrounds himself with bad people.
No question in my mind, not only does Rocky win, but he wins knockout.
Yeah, Rocky would win knockout. Actually, I think they're gonna fight at the end of this movie. We'll see. What the heck? What is this 3D animation? Rocky's not even landed a punch. Actually, no, that's always what happens. Rocky never punches in the first 10 seconds, 15 seconds. That's how it's gonna, if they fight, that's not how it's gonna play out. Especially because Rocky's like very old now.
What are you doing?
I'll be patient. Now, I don't know.
Oh my god, he bought a new light.
Why you gotta...
He remembers the little things. This movie's so good right now. It is actually amazing. It's very slow paced, but it's so wholesome at the moment. It's so like emotional and like it just feels so human in a way.
He ain't doing nothing.
No, he's doing a lot. He ain't wasting no energy.
Because he's dead.
Poor dog.
Punchy. How was that?
Punchy.
Yeah, Punchy.
Actually, that's kind of a fun name.
Ay, esta más que jode. Rocky, ven y atiéndelo. Rocky?
I feel so bad for her. She has to. It seems like she has to deal with so much as the hostess.
Cool.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, man.
Thanks, appreciate it.
I'm gonna catch you later.
Right.
I like how there's not really a bad person in this movie at the moment.
Will you?
Skip, how do you think Balboa would have done against Dixon? Badly. Personally, I think Balboa was completely overrated. You know, he owned a restaurant.
Did he even watch any of the fights? Rocky literally beat Ivan Drago, a man who killed someone in the ring.
Face reality. Okay, it's a different world now.
Only the clothes is different.
Aw. Only the clothes are different. Aw.
Especially if you're standing still, you know.
Hey, come on. I'm gonna call you in the morning.
Okay, Robert doesn't have to move countries anymore. He's redeemed himself in this movie.
You're mad because they took down your statue?
No.
What?
Not really, no.
They took
It's about money.
down the... Are you
Just hang a
serious?
sign around your neck.
The statue of hope for the people. A statue of work and sweat and blood and tears. And they took it down?
Are you mad because Adrian left you?
She didn't leave, Paul. She died.
Okay. It's okay, Rocco. Please, it's okay.
Is it? Okay. I said, you want to come by and help me train?
I got a job here.
I understand. Well, if you get time, maybe come down and see me train. I appreciate it.
Of course, Rocco.
Sylvester Stallone's still got the acting chops.
Tests to which you've been subjected. You've passed these tests with flying colors.
Yay! But is there gonna be a but?
Not exactly.
So why'd you give me all them tests if you was never passing me?
Yeah.
Right, it's like in that official paper that they wrote down the street there.
That's the Bill of Rights.
Yeah, the Bill of Rights. Don't it say something about going after what makes you happy?
No, that's the pursuit of happiness. But
Oh, that's the pursuit of happiness. That's a good movie, dude.
Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you got to go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? I mean, maybe some of you guys got something you never finished, something you really want to do, something you never said to somebody, something. It's your right to listen to your gut. It ain't nobody's right to say no.
Yes,
it's
Rocky.
your right to be where you want to be and do what you want to do.
Yeah. That was good. That was good.
The only thing I'm asking you guys to leave on the table is what's right.
Do what's right, guys. Do what's right. Give him his license. As much as I don't want him to have his license because I don't want him to get hurt. At the same time, give him his license. I also really like in this movie how Rocky feels almost lost because Adrian isn't here. And Adrian was always like that anchor for him. You know, every movie she'd have this speech that would set him back on track. And she's not there to do that anymore.
A legacy is what you get instead of getting paid. That's a legacy.
Hey, man, don't talk to me like I'm stupid,
I'm not.
right?
I'm not no more.
Mace, everybody knows you could kick this old man.
This guy's definitely being manipulated by these people, by the higher-ups. I think he's a nice person at heart.
I want Martin back. There's nothing to talk about.
I want Martin back too. He seems nice.
Oh, what's bothering you?
Nothing, it's all right. Listen, I gotta get back.
No, it ain't all right.
Oh, come on.
What?
What, I'm supposed to be the first person people see when they walk in?
Yeah.
People, 100 better people for this job.
Give it a try, like 2 weeks.
I don't want to try.
Try it, please. Try it, please.
You might as well come and dance with me. Now, I ain't that good, but, you know, I'm probably better than the average bear. And where that came from, I don't know. Graphically in the middle of the street here, and stand here, me and Punchy, and wave to the first bus, say, come on over here and mash me. Because little Marie turned down the job at the restaurant.
Oh, he's so... Oh.
That was a close call.
My heart is melting like ice cream this whole movie. If anyone has a cold heart, show them this movie and their heart will grow 2 sizes, just like the Grinch. Don't you dare. How long has he been working there? Like 20 years? And you're firing him. You're letting him go. Are you serious? Drops the check on the floor. The blue filter is really interesting to me. Oh, she's at the job. She's at the job. Good for him or her.
Yo, Paulie. What happened to your eye?
I hit it.
Why?
Needed to.
What? He punched himself in the eye?
I don't need a watch.
Rocky knows. Rocky knows.
It takes guts climbing back in that ring, knowing you're gonna take a beating. You're gonna do all right, Rocco.
How do you...
The stuff in the basement.
This is why I always like Paulie. He may have his issues, but he has a heart.
And here's something I think you'll like. We're going to donate a portion of the gate to charity.
Well, that's always nice.
Yeah.
These guys suck.
Well, yeah. Imagine if Dixon met this bastard in his prime. They'd kill him.
They're kidding.
Kill him.
Man, I'm confused.
They literally do not care about Rocky and his safety, his health and safety.
Opportunity, so do it. Why not? I mean, this is who you are. You know, this is who you'll always be.
Yes!
And you don't move aside for no...
This is the Adrian speech that Rocky needs in his life.
Rocky. Rocky, look at me. How it looks to you.
Oh, how it looks to you! To you!
Fight. You're not gonna punch me, are you?
Yes.
Warriors like Rocky Balboa. Let's open it up for questions.
Rocky, a few great fighters would...
If we get a Gunna flying out training montage, I will scream.
Next question.
On the surface, this looks like a cheap bit of ring theater between, no offense, a has-been and a man whose own credible legacy and...
Don't you ever call Rocky Balboa a has-been.
I made some connections. I could make some money on this, endorsements.
Absolutely, do that.
Thank you, Rob.
Sure.
Oh, he did this in the first and the second movie, I think, as well.
Bad for you, and it's gonna end up bad for me.
You think I'm hurting you?
Yeah, in a way you are.
It's the last...
Robert, man.
You ain't gonna believe this. But you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up and say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world.
And I was wrong.
You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame.
Yeah.
He's gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Yes.
That's how winning is done.
Yes. Oh, I love that. I love that.
You ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Yes, Rocky. That was amazing.
But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life. Don't forget to visit your mother.
No hug or anything. Oh, man. There he is. Yes, Robert. Yes, Stallone. Woo.
Right now, I'd rather be with you. Is that all right?
Yes, it is all right.
You know all there is to know about fighting.
So much heart. There's so much heart in this movie.
Heavy duty, cast iron, pile driving punches that will have to
Yes.
hurt so much they'll rattle his ancestors.
Yes. Boop. Oh, wow. I like that line. That's a good line.
Some hurting bombs.
Yes. Yes. Oh, no. No, we don't. Boom, 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 boom. Oh! Oh! Let's go! Ba-bum, bum. I'm so excited, guys. Oh, we're gonna get another good one. The dog has a sweater. Ba-dum-bum. Yeah, yeah. Let's go. The singing. Oh, the trumpets. Oh. 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 Left, right, duck. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah, don't drink the eggs, though. Yeah. Ah, power. Yeah. Polly. Bum ba ba bum ba bum ba 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 bum ba bum ba bum. Let's go, Rocky. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Punch that bag. Punch that meat. Let's go. Punch it. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, ah, ah. Oh my god. So powerful, dude. Oh, I have so many chills. I have honestly so many chills. Come on, the dog stands on his hind legs. Yeah! Oh, yes! Woo! Put the dog up. Ah. See, that's the shot on the poster. Ah! Oh my god, you have no idea how hyped I am. Woo. My heart rate is 120 BPM at the moment, and I am ready for this fight. I literally just did a workout in my chair. Let's go.
You know, a lot of people come to Vegas to lose. I did.
It's already over.
Ain't nothing over till it's over.
Nothing's over till it's over. Let's go.
Scared, I ain't scared.
Oh, yeah, you ain't scared of me. You want to see what you got? Come on. Hey, don't hit me. I'm brittle.
Whoa, the lightning. That was cool. I need some water after that montage. I'm gonna be honest, I'm tired.
You know, tomorrow, you're gonna prove that the last thing to age on somebody is their heart.
Oh my god. There's so many good lines in this thing. The last thing to age is your heart. Oh! That kiss is gonna get him through. That kiss is gonna get him through tomorrow, baby.
We're at the Mandalay Bay Event Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, for the much-anticipated showdown between Mason the Line Dixon.
See, I have nothing really against Dixon. I don't think he's a bad person per se. I just don't think he has the heart like Sylvester Stallone does.
Wild guess. So they wouldn't have to call it an execution.
Zechariah.
No one has hope. I have hope. Oh my god. I love it's Rocky, 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 but then it says Polly on Polly's. I really like that.
Look, I know you got a lot of stuff you gotta get out of your system. Huh? Tonight you do it.
Yeah. Yes, everything in the basement. Yes, what he said. Everything in the basement to date is a garage sale. This is cool. I feel like I'm actually watching like an HBO pay-per-view channel now.
you can hear the people's champion. Prediction, guys.
He will always be the people's champion. He's my champion.
I grew up watching this guy. I never thought I'd be calling one of his fights. This is unbelievable. I'm a fan. I can't.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
I actually love how this is filmed. It's filmed like I'm watching it on TV, and I really like that. It's different than the other fights in the other movies. Oh my god, it's the bar! This was in the first fight too, the bar.
I'm fair, but I'm firm. Touch him up.
Enjoy the ride. Champ is not in the best shape we've seen him in.
What do you mean? Look at him!
This one in and go
Look
home. Really,
at
that
him!
wouldn't be
He looks like a brick! He looks like the Great Wall of China!
Moments before a Rocky Balboa fight? I can't believe it's here.
Let's go! And it's filmed like we're watching it on TV. This is so cool!
It looks like a speed bag against a punching bag.
Now Rocky's understandably frustrated.
Rocky's always a punching bag though.
This morning.
Rocky misses. There's a meat-seeking missile on the point of the chin by the champ.
Oh my god. I'd be so scared seeing Sylvester Stallone looking angrily at me. Oh, nice! Oh my god. It's just punch after punch.
Balboa landing potent combinations to the head of the champion. A wake-up call.
Here a million times before.
He's not listening to his trainer. He's too confident. He's naive. Mamma Mia's in the background. I actually love how this is filmed. I really like it, and some people might not. It's very different than the other fights because it's filmed like it's on TV, but I enjoy it.
Almost went down.
Rocky actually shoves Dixon back.
As Dixon lands these brutal shots.
Rocky, come on! Rocky, come on!
Right and left.
Oh my god. He's actually a speedster. He's like the Flash with those punches. Boom, 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 boom.
Let it go!
Let it go!
Ah! Yes! Yes! Yes!
And back comes Dixon
Rocky.
with brutal left-hand shot.
Oh.
Dixon hurt his hand there. Go after him!
Rocky's so buff that he broke his arm. The music. The music. Oh! Ow!
Comes to a close amid a giant tumult in the ring.
Yes! Oh, that guy fell over. That was funny. Oh, the music now. Feels like the old times.
Including me. Now nobody's laughing. Stay on. You go get him. Go out strong.
That was good advice, Robert. Oh, here we go. Hands up. Woo! Nice. Is he gonna go all the way? Dude, I like just the red. That's cool.
You can do this.
Channel Adrian. Channel Adrian. Oh. Channel Adrian, Channel Mickey, Channel Apollo Creed. I actually love how this is filmed. I really like how this is filmed. Oh, nice! Boo! We're gonna watch the final round now.
There's an old saying that every great champion has one great fight left in him, and Rocky is proving it so far.
So far, he's already proved it. He's 10 rounds in.
Come on, guys. Come on. Touch him up. Let's go.
Last round of your life. Yeah, I like that.
Knock this bum out, Mace.
No!
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward!
Get up.
Oh, I have so many chills. The bell. The bell. The bell. If I want to be in a movie theater for this right now. Oh, can you imagine opening night? Woo! I'd be standing up in my seat. Woo! Oh. Oh. Dude, some of these shots are incredible. Look at them. They're just trading punches. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm glad no one got knocked out. I was gonna say that this guy's too nice. Like the actual person, like the person he's fighting, Dixon. I don't hate him. And now he's proved to himself that he can do it. Rocky's proved to everyone else that he's not a loser. Oh.
To the scorecards, a round of applause for these two heavyweights.
I hope Rocky doesn't win. I don't want Rocky to win. But if he does, I'm gonna be so happy.
Still undefeated, the heavyweight champion of the world, Mason.
Well done, Mason. Well done, Mason. I didn't want him to lose. I think if he lost, that his character arc would have been ruined. Oh, I have so many chills, guys. Oh, it better end like this. What a way to end. I have so many chills. Da da da. Okay, you know what? I'm okay if it ends another way. I am literally like... That is probably the most chills I think I've ever felt.
We did.
Are these people pretending to be Rocky running up the steps? Oh my god. That is how you end a franchise, a character, a story. And that was my reaction to Rocky Balboa, the 2006 sports. It says romance on here, but I think it was definitely more drama than romance. Starring the one and only Sylvester Stallone, Burt Young. Tony Burton was in this, but only for a little bit. Milo I'm so sorry, I'm not going to be able to say this. Ventimiglia. I'm so sorry if I say that name wrong. And Antonio Tarver. Oh, Geraldine Hughes as well. How did I forget her? Why is she so far back on the cast? She was definitely one of the main characters. Anyways, that movie was so good. That movie is how you end a franchise. That is how you end a character that is so beloved by so many people. That is how you end a story that has hit the hearts of people all over the world, that has captivated, that has enthralled, that has made people cry, made people fall in love. That is how you end this story. I am so thrilled that the Rocky franchise ends on a high, and I am so thrilled that Rocky Balboa, the final Rocky movie before Creed, and I will be watching Creed, but the final Rocky movie centered around Rocky is a good one. I am so happy about that. This movie was so full of emotion. It was so full of heart. It was so full of humanity. And that is what really made the first two movies stand out for me in this franchise, was the humanity that was portrayed in them. That was the thing that I couldn't quite figure out what was missing from 3, 4, and 5. And that was one of the reasons why I didn't like them as much. But this movie feels so heartwarming. It feels like it would melt even the coldest of hearts. It was beautiful. I love this. If I was to rank this movie in terms of all of the Rocky movies, now that I've seen all 6 Rocky movies, I think I'm able to rank them. And if I was going to rank them, this would be my ranking. Rocky 2 is still my favorite. Rocky Balboa is in second. Rocky, the first Rocky movie, in third. Rocky 3 in fourth. Rocky 4 in fifth. And Rocky 5 in sixth. I think those are my rankings for right now upon first time watches for each movie, except the first one, which I saw like 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, I really love this movie, behind Rocky 2. And Rocky 2 I thought was a masterpiece. And so being behind Rocky 2, like just behind Rocky 2, I adored this one. This movie was 1 hour and 41 minutes long, and it felt like it was 30 minutes long to me. They got to the final fight, and I was like, what? the final fight, like, yes, there were flaws with this movie. There were flaws with this movie, and I will talk about them. There were definitely characters that didn't get enough screen time, characters that felt like they were going to get developed, and then they didn't. I'm really kind of talking about steps. I'm talking about steps in this situation for the most part, but what they did with Rocky's character and what they did, like what Sylvester Stallone did for Rocky's character, and as well, even like the villain, the antagonist, was so humanized. And I don't know, what Rocky did, what Sylvester Stallone did with this franchise, with this movie, I think deserves a round of applause. The emotions that I felt at the end, after only 6 weeks, I guess, of watching this franchise as well. Imagine waiting for so long and then going to the movie theaters, watching this movie on the big screen with a bunch of people who have been waiting just as long as you have to finally see a good ending. Because I didn't think Rocky V was a great ending to the Rocky franchise. I would wish the movie was better. And so imagine you're in the theater with so many people, and obviously probably a lot of you went through this, and you're watching this movie and it's actually good. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe how good this movie is. Anyways, I guess I need to get to my actual review part of the movie. I'm just kind of gushing over how much I like this movie and how much I think that this movie means to a lot of people. But anyways, IMDb 7.1. Rotten Tomatoes critic scores is 77%, so they're about the same. I think this movie deserves higher. I think people, I mean, you can't be critical of this movie. There are flaws with this movie. I probably won't touch on them too much. I'll touch on them a bit, but not too much, just because I loved the ending of this movie and I was emotional at so many sequences in it. And I don't know if it was because it was playing on the nostalgia of the Rocky franchise, playing on the feelings and trying to be a little bit manipulative. Maybe you could look at it in that way, but I thought that it was kind of more so nostalgia in a good way, nostalgia in terms of doing service to this character, doing service to Rocky, to his friends, to his family. And I thought that they, like, in terms of nostalgia wise, I thought that they utilized it very, very well. Bill Conti was back with the score and it was beautiful. It was the old original score for the most part. Well, with like renditions like Gonna Fly Now had this insane trumpet part and it was beautiful. And then in the ring, when like Rocky was about to fight, there was the bell, and then the bell again, kind of like from the second movie when Adrian's like, win, Rocky, win, and then the bell hits, and then the bell hits, and oh my god, Bill Conti's score is what I live for. Like Rocky 4, the score is good. I know I criticized it a lot in the video, and I do apologize for that to this day. I am sorry I criticized it so much, but nothing can beat Bill Conti's score in my opinion, and he came back, he delivered. I like differences in scores, making the scores unique and different, sure, that's fine, but for me, for some reason, I'm okay with the songs being the same in the Rocky movies because they just pump me up so much and I don't get tired of listening to them. So I was so glad that a lot of these original scores were back with just a little bit of differences, a little bit of individuality to kind of separate them from the other movies, and I loved the music so much. It was so good. The piano, the quiet piano that played quite a bit in this movie, because this movie is pretty heavy, especially the first half an hour of this movie is fairly heavy, and the quiet, subtle piano that is sprinkled within the film was amazing. It was chef's kiss to the dramatic, epic music, and then the montage. The training montage was great. I think it was probably my third favorite training montage. Well, maybe it's my fourth favorite, actually. I mean, I really like 1, 2, and 3 training montages. 4 is a good montage, but I think I like this one better just because I had Gonna Fly Now in it, and I am very biased towards that song. That song pumps me up so much, but yeah, I thought the music in this was great. Something else that I didn't expect to be as great as it was the lighting in this movie. The lighting in this movie was so beautiful, and it was very natural. There weren't that many, actually, now that I come to think of it, whenever they were outside, it was all naturally lit, and I found that amazing. Naturally in terms of just using the things around you to light it, you know, like a lamppost or car headlights or store windows, store lights with the store windows and the lights going through the windows and stuff, and that made the world just feel so kind of a little bit dirty because they were on the streets, but at the same time just so kind of, I guess, natural is the right word for it. There was kind of this one scene where I noticed the lighting, and it's when he's leaving the bar with Mary, and the lighting in the background was was stunning. It was stunning. It was like this purple and green and blue, but it was all this natural light coming from the neon signs on the stores, and then you had the street lights kind of hitting the reflections of the puddles, and it just looked gorgeous, and it looked natural, and it didn't look artificial, and the lighting in this movie it just made this movie so much better because it didn't look fake. It looked just real, like he's standing in front of headlights of the car. Of course, the car is going to light the scene, you know, and that was kind of the center point of the scene, was this car with the headlights. There wasn't any other random light, or the moon wasn't like 1,000 times brighter than it should be to light the scene. The car was lighting the scene, or the street lights were lighting the scene, or Sylvester Stallone fixed a light bulb and then that lit the scene, you know. It was just like this ingenious way of using the story and using the surroundings to light up the scene and to make the environment seem more real, and I thought that it was done so well. I have to talk about the action in this movie. The action in this movie I thought was really good. There wasn't a lot of it as well, which I did enjoy. It felt like that this movie went back to the roots of 1 and 2. 5 also did this. Rocky 5 also went back to the roots of 1 and 2, but it didn't do it as effectively, and I think that's because the script was a little weaker, the villain was a little weaker, but I think the antagonist in this one was really good. You could sympathize with him. He wasn't a bad person, which I thought was awesome, and I found myself in the fight. As much as I wanted Rocky to win, I didn't want him to lose. I didn't want Dixon to lose because he wasn't a bad person. I had no reason to hate him, and I really liked that. But anyways, I'll get to him when I talk about him as a character, when I talk about the cast. But the action in this movie I really did enjoy. And then kind of the only action was the final fight, and I was totally okay with that. The whole rest of the movie is this emotional baggage that Rocky has, and it feels so good as he slowly strips it away, and then he gets to the fight and he's stripping it away. It's a garage sale and from his basement as he's punching, and that is really good, and I really liked, and I thought they did it really well, how they just made it like more about Rocky, more about the characters, more about the family he had that wasn't even his family anymore, like his friends, Mary, the kid, his kid, Robert, you know, all of these people that weren't really his family were still his family, and like it doesn't matter if they're blood or not blood. Everyone is Rocky's family as long as they are nice to him, as long as they care for him. And he cared about Mary, hadn't seen her since a kid, and then he was like the nicest person in the world to her, and that just shows his true heart. And I loved that they focused a lot on Rocky's character in this one instead of kind of making it all about the fights. But the fight at the end was really, really good. It was edited very differently than in any of the other Rocky movies. I think it was like it was edited like it was on TV, like you were watching it on HBO pay-per-view, and I really enjoyed that. I don't know why, it just was different, and it was a unique take on the fights, and I enjoyed all the camera angles, and it kind of put me into the fight a little bit more because the cameras are right on the edge of the ring, and then before the fight starts, you're like in the ring up close, and there's an overhead shot and you see all the cameras, and it just feels like a live event, and it's filmed like that, so you're like, oh my god, this is actually a live event. This is so cool. And then the editing between the rounds, when it's just like that montage of rounds to get to the last round, how most Rocky movies do it, I thought that was really good. It was kind of like the montage felt rough, not in a bad way, like it felt gritty and dirty and like painful in a way, and it kind of emphasized all of the hits in the movie, and all the hits were like kind of echoey, and then it would like do these fast cuts, and I'm not a super big fan of fast cuts, but I think they worked in this situation because it was a montage, and when it wasn't montaging there weren't that many fast cuts, so I'm going to give it a break here. And then they would do like all of these weird like color changes, which I thought really worked for some reason. Even though it was strange, I still think that it worked really well, and I don't know, I just thought the fighting in this movie was really, really good. Of course, the emotional blows in this movie were also really good, and the first half an hour and the last little bit and everything in between was definitely emotional, and I don't think I'll ever be able to get over the fact that Adrian just dies off screen. I can't believe it. If I would have known that Rocky 5 was the last time that I ever would see Adrian, I would have been very upset when the movie ended, and I thought she was in this movie. I was excited to see her in this movie, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if the actress passed away or if she had scheduling conflicts or something like that. I'll look it up after the movie, but you guys feel free to let me know as well. Getting into the cast of this film, there were a lot of people in this movie. I think it's interesting that he didn't cast his son again as his son. He cast a different actor. That's just something to think about. I know that that Sylvester Stallone's son died at some point. He passed away at some point, but I think it was after this movie. I'm not too sure though, but I'm pretty sure that I heard somewhere that he did pass away, sadly. But anyways, getting into the cast, I'm going to talk about Geraldine. Hughes, Antonio Tarver, Milo oh my god, I'm so sorry about this name, Ventimiglia, and Burt Young and Sylvester Stallone. So Geraldine Hughes as Mary, she was awesome in this movie. Mary, when she came in, and I was like, who is this bartender? She's really nice. And then when she said who she was, I freaked out. I didn't expect them to bring this person back from the first movie. And it was interesting because I knew like as soon as she started saying like you walked me home, I knew the exact scene that they were talking about, because for some reason that scene has stuck in my mind. That was the scene where I knew Rocky had a heart, where I knew he was genuinely just a very nice bloke as well as a good fighter. And she was so good in this movie. She was so kind. She was so nice. I'm glad that she didn't get with Rocky or anything like that. It was just like a very platonic relationship, a relationship built on kindness and trust, and not like out of love or anything, because obviously that would be a disrespect to Adrian as a character. And I thought she was great in this movie. I enjoyed her son. I wish her son, I think his name was Step, right? I wish he had more character development. That was the biggest flaw in this movie for me, is it was set up like he was going to have quite a bit of character development and like this character arc and all of this, and he's going to be by Sylvester Stallone's side, and he's in a lot of scenes after the dog scene, but he doesn't talk, and I was a little disappointed by that, and that was kind of the only thing I was disappointed about. But Geraldine Hughes did a great job. And I can't even speak today. Antonio Tarver as Mason Dickens, what a good antagonist. And I don't think he was super developed. I would have liked him to be a little bit more developed. I mean, in this franchise you have Apollo Creed, but he's in like 3 movies, so he's obviously going to be way more developed. And Apollo Creed isn't even that developed in the first movie. He's just kind of mean. That's how I say him. He's just kind of mean. But in this movie, I thought that Dickens, I'm pointing at him on the TV like you can see him or something, I thought he was a good character because he was nice and he was very human, but he was just with a bunch of money grabbers. That's what I'm going to call them, money grabbers. And so I felt really bad for him in this situation. And then during the fight, I was like, I don't want him to lose. And so when he won at the end, I was like, okay, this is good. I'm glad that this happened, because then this cements his character arc of being able to finally know that he is good enough. And, you know, like all like the self-respect stuff that he was talking about with his trainer at the start of the movie. If Rocky had won, that would have flown out the window and he would be very unconfident with himself. So I'm really, really glad that he did win the fight. And I'm just glad that he was a nice person as well. Like, you know, he was definitely angry, but I think that anger just came from his lack of confidence with himself, and he just needed to prove to himself that he could do it. So I think that's where the anger came from. I don't think it was like a personal attack on Rocky or anything, and that's why I liked his character. I thought Antonio Tarver did an amazing job. Milo Ventimiglia, I'm so sorry if I keep saying that name wrong, as Rocky Balboa's son, aka Robert. I enjoyed him. He was pretty good in this movie. I really liked when he confronted Rocky about being in the shadow, but then Rocky gave that amazing inspirational speech about like you're just trying to blame someone else, like just because you're having a hard time, you can't just be blaming other people up. You have to know when you can get up and keep moving forward. That speech was so good. And I think Milo took it to heart when he goes to Adrian's grave with Rocky the next day. It says he quits his job. I loved it. I liked him. I wanted him to leave the country. When I first saw him in this movie, I didn't like him, but I was like, you've grown up to be a bad person, Robert. But I quickly changed my mind. I thought he did a really good job. Burt Young as Paulie was in this movie quite a bit more than I thought he was going to be. I really enjoyed him in this movie, and of course when everything was going against him, he still had time to be nice to Rocky in the alley. He's holding his paintings. He just got like fired from his job or something, and he's angry, but he still is like, you got this, Rocky, you know. And that's why I love Paulie. Paulie is like a very interesting character in my opinion, because there's a lot of bad with him, but there's also a lot of good as well, you know, when he was saying like, I can't do this, I treated Adrian badly, so I want to just get it over with, you know. And like that makes sense to me, and it was really sad when he said that, but it's something that he did. Like, he didn't treat Adrian very well as a sister, you know. He was a very selfish person. He's like, I don't know, he was just kind of mean to her. And so I really liked his development in this movie as well as in all the other movies. I thought Burt Young did an amazing job. And last but not least, Sylvester Stallone as Rocky, the director, the writer, the star. he was amazing in this movie. His acting chops were still amazing, and I think they were even better in this one because he had a lot more acting experience, and the script was a lot better as well. I think he did a lot better with the script. It was just a lot more emotional, a lot more weight to it, and I just really liked his struggle, his inner struggle, especially with not having Adrian. Of course, Mary steps in eventually and takes on that Adrian-esque role, but when he was lost without Adrian for the first bit of the movie, it really hit. It really hit, and you could really feel this pit in his stomach almost of just like uncertainty and unknowingness, but also at the same time he was just really kind to everyone, and it was so heartwarming. Sylvester Stallone, of course, A+, did an amazing job. And that is my reaction and review to Rocky Balboa. Sadly, the last Rocky movie, but we still got 2 more with Creed. I know they aren't Rocky movies, but they are part of the same universe, so I will be watching them. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot, and I really hope that you enjoyed my journey, if you've made it this far into review at least, my journey through the Rocky movies. I have loved every second of them. Of course, some of the movies I've liked better than others, but this franchise is very special, and I can see why a lot of people hold it like very close to their hearts. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.